Jeep Wrangler JK. Now in part 2, what we did is we put the slip-over seat cover on the rear bench. Now for all of you 2-door JK owners, the slip-over seat cover is the only option for the rear. For 4-door owners that we're going to cover in part 3 here, we are going to remove this bench, we're going to put MasterCraft custom brackets down, and then show you the availability of the 48-inch Sportsman bench seat, as well as the ability to put 2 bucket seats in there, both the Baja RS or the Rubicon. So if you need detailed instructions on how to remove this bench again, please refer to part 2, because what we're going to do is we're just going to get this out of there and show you how easy the MasterCraft custom brackets are to put in. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so what we have here are the custom seat brackets that MasterCraft makes specifically for this JK and specifically for their seats, both the 48-inch Sportsman as well as the buckets, either the Rubicon or the Baja RS. What this represents is that these are the side brackets, these are the middle brackets, this is the front and this is the rear. The nice part about this is the stock bolts that we took out of the back, we use those same stock bolts to go in. And then MasterCraft provides 2 install packs with nylock nuts to make sure that you're secure to bolt down the seats, both the 48-inch bench and the buckets. So why don't we go ahead and get in here and start installing the brackets. Okay, so what you got here is it's going to be very simple for you to figure out, because when these sit in the right holes, they match up perfectly. The fronts go right into the factory bolt holes there. The rear sits up here. We do need to take these seatbelt receivers off the stock rear bench and make sure that we get those back on. I'm going to have Ryan help me out here so we can get this done. We'll get these bolts down so we can get that bench on. So we're going to remove these 2 seatbelt receivers from the stock seat so we can use them in the back. Using a 15mm socket and end wrench, we'll zip these off. So now that we've pulled the seat receiver clips from the stock factory seat, what we're going to do is we'll take the long one and bolt it here, and take the short one, and Ryan's going to put it over there. Okay, so the next step is to get your 48-inch Sportsman bench seat. And there you go. What we're going to do is we're going to stick these through the back end here, and the small one, the shorter one, through there, and we'll go ahead and get these bolts tightened up. Using the supplied hardware kit from MasterCraft, what you're going to do is you're going to take your bolt and your washer and go from the top of the bench seat down, and then use your nut and washer from the top up. All right, so the last step of the process is go ahead and pull your seatbelt receivers through so you can very easily keep using the factory seat belts for the rear passengers. As you can see once again how nice this all matches, both the front seat, Baja RS's, and the rear seat, which is a 48-inch Sportsman bench seat. And once again, this is customizable to your vehicle's colors and needs. You know, you can change out the vinyl, you can change out the fabric side, you can change out the stitching onto it. This is a Baja stitching, as we talked about before, with the front seats as well as the slip-over cover. So now what we're going to do is that is the conclusion of part 3. Part 4, we're going to take this bench out. We leave in the brackets down here so you can put in 2 bucket seats, either the Baja RS or the Rubicon seats. Very simple, very easy, just like this piece was here. We're talking about 8 total bolts and you're ready to go. So thanks for tuning in to part 3. Part 4 is coming up. Thanks.